A couple of months ago, Jessie was traumatized by thunder and now she won't walk. Beagle Jessie is now about 8 years old. They adopted her 6 years ago, a skinny, scared dog with no history. In her lovely home, she has gained confidence over the years, but she used to love walks. Now she becomes frightened almost as soon as they leave the house. Her main trigger for this was trauma caused by thunder a couple of months ago. Now other distant noises, especially aeroplanes, are a big problem. Something else has developed at about the same time, and it's hard to believe they're not connected in some way. She has been having bouts of seizure-like episodes where she stands still, won't move, pants and shivers. Extensive and expensive tests diagnose this as a movement disorder with no treatment given. As the 2 months have gone by, Jessie has become increasingly terrified out on walks. Strangely, she's happy to have her harness and lead on and looks eager at the door. She walks out a few steps and then will go no further. They have been taking her places in the car because, like each place, with familiarity becomes contaminated. And she's terrified away from the house or the car. Now it's developed to her getting in the car okay, but becoming terrified the other end and wherever they take her. Jessie is a quiet, undemanding dog at home. Where she was playful when younger, she's not interested in playing now, but will put in effort if food is involved. She's a foodie dog, which will help us in our work to stop her being scared and start her enjoying the outside world again. She will take it right back to the beginning, to the very bottom of the ladder. They will move up it one step at a time, being prepared to go back down a step if necessary. So we need to prepare her for thunder. At the same time, they will prepare her for thunderstorms so that one clap of thunder doesn't send her quickly falling back down that ladder. They will do this using recorded sounds of thunder and planes, using systematic desensitization and counter-conditioning, which I explained to them. So far, just as most people would, they have used a degree of what I would call gentle force, insisting that she goes further each time she sits down and wants to stop. Maybe this has contributed to her becoming increasingly afraid. So the bottom rings of that ladder. Here is the principle they will use. I shan't go into the details here, but this is how they will start. The lady will lace the environment around the car with food before taking Jessie out. She will put a chair just outside the door and sit on it. Now she will attach a long line to Jessie's harness and go and sit on the chair. And it's probably about 5 meters to the car from the chair and another 5 meters from the car to the road. She will leave the front door open so that Jessie has total freedom to run back in. Jessie will discover the food that happens to be on the very threshold of the spot where she begins to feel scared. The lady will now throw food to Jessie regularly, and most particularly if there are any sounds at all that she alerts to. So step 2 of the ladder. Soon the lady can move the chair nearer to the car, then to the entrance of the drive. Slowly she can advance a day or more at a time to standing a few yards down the road. She will always give Jessie the option to run for home if she feels terrified again. They can pop her in the car sometimes, she's happy with that still, and do the same thing the other end. Walk nowhere. Leave the car open, give Jessie choice and use food. So it's slowly catchy monkey. A week later, I had this message. Me and Jessie had our first what I would call successful walk yesterday. She got down the road and round the corner, but stopped. So we walked back. But she walked straight past the house and we got all the way around the block and back home with no stopping, just to sniff and do her business. And 4 weeks later, I thought I'd give you a little update on Jessie. She's progressing well and we managed a proper walk this morning. She stepped a couple of times. She stopped a couple of times, but I don't look at her or pull her, and she assessed the situation and continued happily. She even had a good run in the field.